Bluelock chapter 312, official chapter review right here. And without further ado, if you guys like this type of content, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps me show support, whether you guys like the series or not. And let's get right into this chapter. So like I said in the leaks, this chapter starts off with Isagi tying his shoes right before the first game of the U20 World Cup against Nigeria. And his dialogue here is actually pretty interesting because he says, "Focus on the battle. I'm a machine that lives for goals. I'm the tool that'll make Japan the world's best." Then the commentary says, "Now, the long-awaited first round of the U20 World Cup. Here are the starting members of Japan." So I found that dialogue very interesting because it kind of really feels like Isagi's starting to think a lot like a robot. And I know you guys know who else is associated a lot with a robot. Noah. So with Isagi really developing this tool like mentality, I don't know how people don't say that he's gonna go down a worse path, especially with Kanashiro's foreshadowing, all the foreshadowing that's going on here. Him not like he doesn't even behave like he's a human anymore. So what reason do I have to believe that Isagi's not going down an evil path? I don't know. We then start announcing the U20 World Cup members, starting off with Gagamaru in goal and Aiku, Ryu, and Nico in the defense. So that is our back four right there. We're actually playing a back three formation with two wing backs, I'm pretty sure, which is pretty unique because usually in real life, more defensive teams like to play this position. But we know Bluelock, guys, they're just full of strikers. So I'm really confused as to why we're playing this. We then cut over to Nagi as the commentator is announcing the two fullbacks. Nagi's buying tickets for this game. There's a guy in front that says, "Oh crap, the game's about to start." And Nagi's just walking through the crowd thinking, he says, "No longer a part of Bluelock." Hey man, Nagi, bro. You might not be a part of Bluelock anymore, but you're always a part of my heart. Okay, that was corny. My bad, guys, my bad. I betrayed the philosophy of living for my own goal, lost, fell, and ended up here. If that's the case, then the two fullbacks get announced, Shigiri Hyoma and Hiori. Yo, I found it really interesting in the leaks that Hiori was actually playing left fullback. So I feel like it will be a lot more useful to have a guy like him with his passing capability in the midfield, so he could just lob passes over from the middle. But now that he's going to be overlapping on the left, maybe he could play like a Trent with his crosses. I'm not really sure. I just find it weird because I usually think that people who play on fullback positions, they usually need to be fast because they need to be going up and down the field constantly. So from what I know, Hiori's not that fast. He's just a very skilled passer. So I feel like it would be much better to have him in the midfield. Just then we cut back to Nagi as he says, I can't try to return. He starts running through the crowd and saying, "I'll go out and see something new. I lost. I was lame, pathetic. And only after facing that version of myself, I finally starting to understand who I really am." Wow, so Nagi's going through some crazy development right now in like just the space of like, I don't know, 7 chapters. Kanashiro's really writing Nagi to be the best written character in this series. Listen, a lot of people always ask me in my comments, why do you like Nagi? Bro, look at his development right here, bro. Just look. I'm seriously searching for that as he blitzes right past this security guard. He literally blitzes him. Like, the security guard hasn't even reacted yet. He literally blitzes right by him. And they're like, "Hold on, wait. There's an intruder in the VIP floor." Nagi says, and I'm finally to realize that maybe I wasn't actually fired up just by playing soccer itself. Then it's time to announce the midfielders. As Nagi's running, the two midfielders get announced, and it is Ryo and Karasu. Nagi says, "The one who brought football to me, or Bluelock to me, was Ryo. The reality is, no matter how much I tried to get fired up about being with Ryo, it just didn't work." Then we get our left forward announced, and it is Bachira. So he says, "So I won't play soccer just to stay by Ryo's side anymore. Now for the final two forwards." Hey man, Nagi, I'm so proud of you. You know, usually when somebody blocks you on everything after you get disqualified from the competition, usually that's a sign that that guy wasn't really on your side to begin with. Okay, I'm not saying that Ryo's not a real friend or anything, but at the same time, guys, I feel like him just blocking Nagi out of nowhere is just so, like, That's so fake. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You can't convince me any other way, bro. You cannot do that. The strongest striker of Blue Lock, Itoshi Rin, our forward, walks out. Nagi then keeps monologuing by saying, it's not like I want to go back to Blue Lock or to fight Isagi. So Nagi's ego has just completely changed. It has completely changed from what it was just like 2 chapters ago, where he was like, I want to go back. Please let me back. You know, I miss all my memories I made with these people. I miss the fire. No, Nagi's ego has literally evolved to a different level now. Nagi then rips open the door that's Baratsuda's VIP room. He says, the true heat buried deep inside me, the true identity of my ego is, and just how fitting it is, as Nagi is getting this awakening, as soon as Isagi, his complete counterpart, his complete dynamic, his complete opposite, is getting announced onto the field. Bro, guys, I don't think you guys understand these parallels, this dynamic with Nagi and Isagi, like how they're just opposites in basically everything. How I've been telling you guys that Nagi is going to be top 2 by the end of the series, if not top 1. Nobody believed me. But it's all coming to fruition now, guys. The authors don't just make parallels like this between two characters, bro. They just don't do that unless the other characters can be very, very, very important and high ranking. And just then, Isagi gets announced, and Blue Lock's prodigy, Isagi Yoichi. Nagi then says, the scream of my heart, that I'm at the center of the world, and the godlike thrill of it all. Oh my goodness, bro. Nagi is actually revealing to us, guys, his true ego this entire time. And it shows his celebration back when he celebrated at the U20 games, back when he scored the fake volley for the first time on Rin, back when he scored the 5 stage. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at the journey my boy's gone through for that. And then he says, hey, chairman, you still have a spot open for me? Question mark. I don't care if I lose everything else. I don't care if I have to crush Blue Lock. I want to become the world's best. And we see Nagi's ego just bursting out of him, bro. Oh my goodness, guys. Is this a chapter for the ages? Right after that, though, we cut back onto the field and we actually get revealed the Japanese national team members. It says, all right, the U20 World Cup opening match is about to begin. Japan versus Nigeria. Let's go all out, Blue Lock. Isagi looks and he says, time to get to the top, and it starts kickoff. So I just want to analyze these Nigerian members first. The guy on the top left right here really looks like a guy that will be very good at defense. I mean, he's like the tallest there. I feel like he's stretching his arms out because you won't be able to get upon his reach. He's just really good at defense and probably heading the ball. The guy that's tying his shoes seems like a very like sneaky type of player, like a Batra type of player, where he's just like able to dribble pretty well and he can steal the ball and he's just a pest on defense. I feel like that's what he might be. I feel like Nigeria might be a very good defensive team because of their physical prowess. And their striker, I don't really have any vibe about their striker. I'm not gonna lie. I have no vibe about their striker because he just looks like some random. Like he looks like a random Blue Lock player. I have no clue what he's gonna do, what he's gonna play like in this game. But he is their star striker. And then we also have the guy on the right, who I think is going to be like the Sasuke to the strikers Naruto. Like, I think this guy on the right is going to be the second best player on this team, if not maybe the best player on the team, because he got the best design, bro. The guy with the visors, he got the best design. And I have a feeling this guy's going to be one of the fastest people we've seen in the entire story so far. I could just tell, like, just look at him, bro. He looks like a real fast player. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about Nagi's development, about the Nigerian national team being revealed, about all that. Like, what do you guys really think about that? I'd love to read all your comments. I read every single comment down below. And please remember to support this video if you guys actually like these actual chapter reviews and not just leaks. More will be coming soon that way. But yeah, man, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Have a good day. Goodbye.